Let's catch up, shall we? Despite being a tech nerd, somehow all the videos I've filmed in the last few weeks all have corrupt audio. I'm hoping that it finally works. I have my entire 2025 empties. I really do want to still film that. I don't care if it's June, I'm still posting it. Like, I'm going to get that up if it kills me. It's really hard to also show up and film on social media when you are not in a good headspace, but it seems like everybody else is, even though you know that that's not true because the world's falling apart, so everyone's not really doing well. After my parents' house fire, they have been living with me in my tiny city home for 10 months now, mostly because insurance has been a nightmare throughout the process, and we have good days and bad days. I think the hardest part has been seeing my parents like age in front of my eyes, and that's been really hard, I'm not gonna lie. The first thing people always say to me, don't get me wrong, I love a compliment, but I always feel so weird because people are always like, oh, you're such a good daughter. I don't know any other way to be. They gave me everything I could possibly want and more. They saved for my college. They were immigrants. They came to this country. They didn't know about home insurance the way that we do. They don't have a 401k. What am I supposed to do? Just tell them to like go kick rocks? I know that a lot of people would, but that's also rooted in some sort of situation, whether you don't have a good relationship or not. They have given me everything. Plus, like, culturally, I've never been expected to take care of my parents, but I have always put that on myself. Plan to eventually live with them and eventually take care of them, but I sure didn't think that it was going to be this early in my life, and certainly not before having children of my own. I always imagined it in the suburbs with two separate entrances. I didn't think that we would all be sharing such close quarters. I know one day I will look back and cherish this time that we've had together and miss these days, but day to day I feel sort of suffocated. And I hate to say that, but I'm an only child. I've always been alone, not in a bad way. I always found a way to entertain myself because I didn't have siblings. 90% of the time it was just me, myself, and I. Right now I am 24/7 surrounded by somebody, and it's hard. It feels like we're just constantly waiting for the next stage of our lives, whether that's because of having children or my parents moving out. It's hard when you start to become the parent for your parents who your whole life grew up thinking they knew everything and they do everything, and then there's now things that you know more than them, and it's weird. They expect nothing from me and they are so thankful. They're in their mid-70s. Like, I really wish they weren't worrying about money. I think my biggest goal this year, if I can actually stick with getting back to regular content, is all the money I've made thus far from social media, which is not a lot, I have been putting into a separate bank account and I've never touched it. My ultimate dream is just to retire my dad. Like, he has done everything for me and I just want him to be able to rest. The money I make and my husband makes goes towards the roof over our heads and food we eat and the fun activities we want to do in our lives. So having an extra income that I can use towards my parents would be really nice. And that's just me being so fucking for real. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon. Bye.